When the concept or thought of Cruella came up, I was like, man, who the hell needs that? Turns out it was me. I'm the one who needed it. Who knew? Hello, everyone. Terrence here with Hollywood. I already did it. If you haven't already, go like, share, subscribe to the channel, ring that bell below. Anytime we have something, you'll be among the first to know. We are in this weird time where either the Disney live action remakes are one to one recreations of an animated film to an animated film, from Lion King to Lion King, or something where it's a one to one from Aladdin, or we're taking old school villains and making them a little bit cooler, hipper, and taking sort of the bite and the angriness out of them, like Maleficent. And we get that a little bit here with Cruella. If you ever wanted a backstory or history of a version of Cruella, then this is what you're going to get here. I will not, I say a version because this isn't a one to one with the sort of villain that we've been given in 101 Dalmatians, either animated or live action. That Cruella has a lot more anger and hate. There is that here, but we actually sort of get a reasoning for it and a balance to it all. And we're left throughout this film and where the film ends that we don't quite end up with the hateful "I'm going to skin dogs." There's sort of this belief that she does things, she makes people believe the worst of her so that she can get what she wants out of life in some aspects. And it's really, really well done. I was surprised with how much I thoroughly enjoyed this film. At the base level, this film is very simple. It's The Devil Wears Prada with the sheet of Cruella over it. This, but it works. It's Cruella Estella versus the Baroness, played by Emma Thompson, and it's a delight to just watch the two of them choose scenery and go tit for tat with each other in sort of a yin and yang. It's funny because this shouldn't work. The style works. The needle drops of certain music they play. The style is very campy but stylized in this weird 60s 70s aesthetic and with fashion. All of it comes together in this little hot pot gumbo that it all just works. And about, I'd say maybe even 20 minutes into the film, you're kind of like, I know what I'm getting here. And you're kind of probably in your brain still wondering, why the hell are we doing this? Like, what is the purpose of this? Once that, you're going to hit a moment in this film, and it's going to probably be different for everybody else, but you're going to hit a moment in this film where somewhere you're going to be like, I don't care anymore. I'm having a damn good time. I'm having a ball. I don't care why or how we got here, but I'm here and I'm loving every minute of it. Anyone who's a fan of the 101 Dalmatians, any version, animated or live action, there are a lot of nods in this film. Very well done. It's not too heavy handed, but there are a lot of small sprinklings. So if you pay attention to certain things, you're going to see some characters out in the background, the stuff that people drive, everything sort of comes together and kind of be like, they're talking to me because I get this. I get this. I love how it all sort of pieces together. It feels good, but the whole reason why all of this works is Emma Stone. Like, she is having a ball, and I am glad that I was able to see her do it. She's chewing up scenery. She's being super vampy. There's a moment where she goes from sort of meek, timid Estella to I'm F it, balls to the walls. I'm Cruella now, and it is one of the greatest moments that I've seen. You can just see that she is enjoying every moment that she has on this scene, and I think because she is, the audience is with her, and it is just a delight to see her go through. So much so that when this is all said and done, it's all over. I won't give away spoilers. I won't do all of that. But whatever happens at the end of this film, I left saying, "Yo, I know we didn't really need to do this, but I'd be kind of down to do this again. Can we get everybody back and let's do a Corolla too? Because I'm here for it." They plant some seeds at the end. Stay after the credits. Everybody stay after the credits. They plant some seeds here and there to sort of get things rolling. But I hope they really don't go that way. I do hope they sort of do their own thing with whatever they have, because this world that they've sort of created with Cruella and Jasper and Horace and all of them is quite a delight. This movie was way more fun than it had any right to be. In that world of like, let's take our villains and sort of take the bite out of them a little bit and defang them and just sort of give them a reason why they exist. This one sits much higher than Maleficent does for me in that world. So On that scale of once is enough, play it again, Sam, and give me a time zone so I never have to think about this film again. This is a play it again, Sam. I played it again, Sam, immediately. Like, I want to actually go purchase this and buy this because this was a really well done film. We finally got a weekend where we have two major releases that I both thoroughly enjoyed, but in both A Quiet Place 2 and Cruella. This is the fun time to start going back to the theaters and kind of get your wet your whistle a little bit. And I also know that this one's also an option to watch $30 at home. I can't say that this is definitely like a must watch in the theater. It was fun to get the needle drops of the song and see. There's a lot of visual flair that's happening in this movie, so it's probably cool. But if you have a big enough TV, and you have a sound bar and all that stuff at home, I think you might still be able to get the gist of this there. But it's a really good time. I think if you're a fan of 101 Dalmatians, I think if you're a fan of Emma Stone or Emma Thompson, just watching two people just play tennis with each other, like actors just chewing up scenery and playing, going tit for tat with each other. This is a fun time that was a film that probably wasn't necessary, probably wasn't needed, but I'm so glad that they did it. It brings a little bit, it gets the joy going, and I think that's sort of sometimes it's what you need in films enough just to be like, I smiled, I had a good time, and there was a lot of just fun art and love put into this film, and I would love to do it again. So those are my thoughts. I'm a big fan of Cruella. What did you guys think about it? Have you seen it? Go ahead and leave your comments in the comments below. If you haven't already, you can follow us on Twitter at HollywoodADI. Or you can hit us up on email at HollywoodAlreadyDidIt@gmail.com. We also have a podcast with the same name that's on Google Podcasts, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, anywhere that plays podcasts. We're there. We are going to be discussing both A Quiet Place 2 and Cruella and sort of the history of those franchises and films and all of that good stuff on that episode. So that should be here. We're a little behind because of the holidays and traveling and all that stuff, but we will have that up probably around Thursday of this week. But like always, I got my ticket. You got yours.